Okay, everybody, we are going to blend two faces together. So I have three tabs open. In each of these tabs, we are going to have some different things open. So first, we will have one window with Photopea and another window with Photopea. And then another window, we are going to Google search some pictures. Now, we need faces. We need full faces looking straight at you. No beards, no hair over the eyes. It needs to be two clear faces. Now, my suggestion is, because this is the first time we're going to do this, make two simple people. So I'm just literally going to type in faces. Click images. So this one here, not good, right? The whole head isn't shown. The whole head isn't shown. This one's great. This one, not good. The fingers here, they are going to make it difficult. So this one right here is good. This one right here is good. In fact, these two will be, well, he's not going to be perfect because he has that beard. So let's take this face and this face. All right. So here's what we're going to do. We'll look at this face. We're going to open it. I'm going to copy the image. We're going to go to Photopea. We're going to go to New Project. And let's just, for simplicity, for what we're doing, make this 1000 by 1000. Create. So here we go. Then I'm going to press paste, and there's our face right in the middle. Okay. As you can see, layer one is the face. Now let's go back to Google. Let's get the other face. I'm going to pick this one. It was quite different. We're going to copy the image. Go to Photopea, New Project again. Make it 1000 by 1000 and create. All right, and the same thing, edit, paste. Perfect. All right, so what we're doing is we are blending the eyes, nose, and mouth of one woman onto the eyes, nose, and mouth of another woman. Now, we can decide how we want to do this. You need to decide whose hair do you want and whose nose and eyes do you want. So I'm going to keep her hair. It's very kind of easy to crop around and very interesting. So the first thing we need to do is we need to remove this woman's eyebrows. All right. So I zoomed in a little bit by pinching. And we're going to go over here and we're going to choose the patch tool. And I'm going to very carefully highlight around each eyebrow with the patch tool. And connect it so it's connected. Now, once this is selected, I will click in the middle of this and I will drag it to the middle of her forehead. So what it's doing is it's copying whatever the content is where my mouse is to where it was. So I'm going to do this and I'm going to let go. Then I'm going to right click. On this one, I'm actually going to go to select, deselect. And then I'm going to click on the patch tool again, do the exact same thing for the other eyebrow. Now you see that I messed that up. So I'm going to select, deselect. Go slowly, guys. Doing this, it's not about how fast you can do it. Okay, same thing. Boom. Good. Select, deselect. So now we have this person. Eyebrows are gone. Okay. Now we're going to go back to the other person. Now I'm going to zoom in a little bit by spreading my fingers on the trackpad. Okay. Now what we're trying to do right now is copy the eyes, nose, and mouth. And so we're going to do that by using this lasso tool here. And again, go slowly. The slower you go, the more accurate this is, the nicer it will look later. We're going to get the mouth. We're going to go right by the crease here of the face, all the way around. All the way. And connect it. Very good. Now, the next job will be to take this and to copy it. Then we go to the other window, and I'm going to paste it on top. All right, so there it is. Now, using the selection tool, I'm going to drag it around. Now, we've run into a little bit of a problem, right? This other pick face is too big or bigger. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click up here where it says transform. And this is going to bring the transform controls, which allows me to make the face a little bigger. Now careful, because it can warp. If you hold the shift key while you make it smaller, it won't warp. But if you don't hold the shift key, it's going to make it look funny. So I'm going to hold the shift key and see if I can get it to look pretty good. We needed to cover everything. Let go, and again, if you need to warp it a little bit by letting go of that shift key so it fits better, there you go. Then make sure you unclick the transform controls. On this one, actually, you just need to press enter to make sure it locks in place, and then unclick transform controls. Okay, so I'm looking at it here and I'm thinking, it just doesn't really look right. I just need to make it a little bigger. Don't you think? The forehead just looks a little too big. So I'm just going to make these eyes look a little bigger and move it. All right, maybe now it looks a little too big. So you try and make this accurate. And then make sure you press enter when you're done, and then unclick transform controls. Now, we need to then click on, so we have a couple layers here, right? We have the layer, we have two layers here, one on top of the other. So now what we need to do is we need to get rid of these eyes behind our new set of eyes. So we're going to do that by clicking on layer 2, which has the new face, and right-clicking or two-finger clicking on it and clicking select pixels. So now everything here is selected. Now, we don't want to select what we're going to do actually is we're going to use this shape to delete the shape behind it. Okay, so you can see when I hide it, the pixels are still selected. So we're going to delete this exact space on this woman's face. But we're not going to be exact. What we really need to do is we need to... So what we'll need to do is go up to, make sure we have layer 2 highlighted, selected. We'll go to select, modify, contract. Now, I'm going to go ahead and say, because of the size of this, I'm going to say 5 pixels. And so you can see that this highlighted area has gotten a little bit smaller. So if you're using 1,000 pixels by 1,000 pixels like I showed you earlier, this should work with 5. All right, then we click layer 1, and I click the delete key, which is on my keyboard. Now, when you look here, nothing has happened. But if I hide this top layer, I will see that her face has disappeared behind it. Okay, now we want to go to select, make sure that we have everything deselected. Okay, now here we go. We're going to go with a big part here. So we're going to highlight layer 2, hold shift, and press layer 1. So now I have both of these layers. Okay, I'm going to go to image, image, and auto blend. Wow. I am very proud of myself. I'm going to save this. I've created a new person that doesn't exist. And I'm going to save it as a JPEG, export as a JPEG, and I'm going to turn it in. Well done, you guys. I hope yours comes out as beautifully as mine. Can't wait to see what you guys come up with.